Welcome to the back nine of Grinding Back to Scratch, where I used to be a scratch golfer about 3.5 months ago, took some time off, but we're back on the course, back on the grind, sharing you guys the journey of me becoming a scratch golfer again. Thanks. The back nine at the Scarlet course here at the Ohio State University Golf Club is no joke. We hit a nice drive off the first tee, downhill par 4, pretty straight, under 100 yards in, hit a nice shot, and we actually hit a green, write it down, green and reg. I left myself with a slippery birdie putt down the hill here, and I just overcooked this one a little bit, and it kind of gets away from me. Wasn't really looking to do that on the first hole in the back nine. Had this putt coming up the hill, and that's a 3-jack on the first hole. A little upset, but at the same time, hit a nice drive, hit the green. That's okay, we're +1 through 1. The second hole is an interesting one. I'm taking 5 wood off the tee because it kind of doglegs to the left a little bit. I hit a decent shot, not the best contact, a little further back than I'd like coming into my second shot. In the fairway though, nonetheless, have a 7-iron from about 185, and I fan this thing out to the right. Miss it in the worst spot possible, the right bunker. The reason you can't miss it over here is because this entire green is sloping away from the bunker, and that pin is tucked right in the front. Short-sided, I hit a pretty nice shot. Have a look at par. Similar to the front nine, I'm hitting the putts on the lines that I pick, but the lines that I'm picking aren't the right lines, so that's another bogey on the second hole in the back nine. Hole 12 out here is actually a pretty fun one. A long par 5, doglegs down the hill to the right, and this is going to be the best drive of the day. I square it up finally, little fade, and it runs down there. I'm going to have a shot at the green in 2. Have about 215 left. I got 5-iron. There's a creek down there in that little dip, and this thing I hook into oblivion, into the next zip code. For some reason, I can find the ball. Super lucky I found it, but really don't have much of a choice but to kind of punch it through and low these trees, and I'm able to get it up on the green luckily. I left myself with this monstrous birdie putt. This is a tough one to gauge the speed, and I hit this thing way too hard. Run it by the hole. Now, this is not an easy comebacker, a little right to left. I think I hit a really nice putt here, but it just stays out to the right, catches the lip, and that's a bogey on a par 5. Not what we needed right there. I would say hole 13 is the signature hole out here, and it's playing about 218. Got a 5-iron. I'm able to make pretty good contact and catch the right side of the green, leave myself with a decent look at birdie. But with every decent look, there's a tough putt. This one's sloping right to left really severely, and if you go left to the hole, that ball's just going to run away down the hill, and that's exactly what I did. At least I have an uphill putt for my par, and I'm able to roll this one end over end into the bottom of the cup, so that's a great par on a tough hole. Hole 14 is a pretty straightforward par 4, a little narrow down the right side. Luckily, I go so far left here where I'll still have a shot at the green. Missing really big today is not what you want to do out here at the Scarlet course. Like I said, I'm so far left, I have a shot at the green. 125, hit a 56 degree, comes up on the front edge of the green. Luckily, I have a birdie putt here. We'll mark it down again. Birdie putts are tough to come by today. Even though it's a birdie putt, it's not an easy one. Breaking crazy left to right. I underread this thing a ton, give myself a knee knocker, 6-footer, push it out to the right, don't give it enough speed. That's a 3-jack, 4 over on the side now. Hole 15, I think, is one of the tougher holes out here. You have to hit 2 really good shots to get on in 2, even though it's a par 4. I hooked this thing way too far left, right in the trees. Can't really be over there because it kind of doglegs to the left. I have about 180 left. I'm going for the Mega Slinger hook with an 8-iron, and I hit this thing absolutely perfect on line, but it flies the green by about 50 yards. Again, common theme today, leaving myself in spots you can't be left in. Short-sided chip off a tight lie, and I kind of chunked this one. Luckily, it gets up on the green. I'll at least have a shot at par. I'm giving myself par putts, but they're not easy ones. Like I was saying, right to left breaking, and yeah, this one just really gets away from me, but I'll tap in for the 5. That's another bogey on that bogey train. Hole 16 is kind of interesting. It doglegs down to the left. I have 5 wood, not even intending to go left and cut the corner, but that's exactly what I do. Almost catches the road, but carries all the leaves, and I get super lucky in finding this thing up by the green. There happens to be a tree placed perfectly in my line, so I have pitching wedge trying to go low under this thing, and not my best work. I think I'll leave myself. Nope, I'm actually short of the bunker. That's great. Forgot about that. I hit a nice flop shot up there, but I'm going to leave myself again with a tough par putt. This putt's moving crazy right to left, and the way I've been rolling it, not really going to make anything like that. Underread it. That's a bogey on that hole. Hole 17 is a tough par 3 up the hill. 205. I believe I have 6-iron or 5-iron. Can't quite remember, but fan it out to the right. Great shot right there. We find the ball, luckily, just right at the trap, kind of sitting down in this grass. My best look probably in an area where you can miss it with this pin. I hit a pretty nice shot. Kind of happy with this one. One of my better par looks of the day, breaking again, crazy right to left, and you guessed it, gonna underread it, miss it on the low side. It kind of gets away from me actually. Make the comebacker. That's a bogue on that hole. We're +7 on this side. On hole 18, I kind of popped this one up. It's a crazy dogleg right to left, but we find the fairway. 8-iron in hand, and I really remember this shot because it was probably my best iron strike of the day. 8-iron, 170 up the hill. Nice little draw lie. Hit a good shot onto the green. We'll have a birdie look on the last hole. That's a good way to end it. We'll have this shot right here for a bird. Breaks a little to the right. Tries to come back left at the end, but we'll end up with a par. What you just saw is a scratch golfer who took 3.5 months off shooting 86. It is possible. Golf is super hard. If you enjoyed the video, make sure to subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one.